Look at the picture. See the skull. Visible Frankenstein controls. The Brain Thoughts broadcasting radio. The Frankenstein earphone radio. The latest new skull reforming to contain all Frankenstein controls.
It's time for Frankenstein Control.
Roll the theme music.
Welcome one and all, old or young, hale or infirm, dead or alive. Dead or Alive beach volleyball. I got volleyball on the brain lately because we've been watching that volleyball anime on Netflix.
Oh, Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball, the animated series?
That's the one.
Yeah.
They got all the bounce physics in there.
What's it called? Haikyuu?
Yes, it's called Haikyuu.
Oh my god, I fucking got it. I am the weeb.
Even I wasn't sure that was the name, but it's something like that.
I'm the emperor of weeaboos.
Yes.
Do they eat haichus a lot?
Yeah.
I do, and I get them from the Japanese store. Yes, but it's on Netflix. Incidentally, that does provide us an excellent segue to talk about our sponsors.
I love segues.
Me too. George Bush crashed one of them, and you're not supposed to be able to do that, and he found a way.
Didn't the Segway?
We thought that was the worst it could be.
Didn't the guy who invented the Segway fall off a cliff?
No, it wasn't the guy who invented it. It was a major investor. Or
oh,
like
okay.
That. Yeah, he crashed it off a cliff.
Live by the Segway, die by the Segway.
You live by the Segway, you die by the sword.
Wait. Ha! I like to think he had a mall ninja sword while he was riding a Segway, and he fell over and landed on his sword.
He's literally just Job from Arrested Development. Anyhow, getting back on track. We're brought to you tonight once again by Netflix.
Huzzah!
Purveyors of volleyball anime, among other things. It seems that they're, after all the money they spent to make it, they're really concerned everyone's going to be too skeeved out to watch cuties. And its existence will solely be used as an outrage generator to throw fuel on the QAnon trash fire.
I was hoping we wouldn't bring this up.
They promise that it has important and profound social critiques to make, and those social critiques are so important, in fact, and profound, that I didn't even make jokes about them. And not because I have no idea what they are, because I'll be damned if I'm having anything even remotely related to cuties in my search history. Mm-hmm. So thanks, Netflix, for supporting us, not for making everyone uncomfortable. That would have been a better intro, but I used up all my good material too early this week. Like last night, Ada was talking about like the cicadas that are everywhere right now. Uh-huh. And she said that they have a lifestyle that consists of sleeping for years, finally emerging only to scream and fucking die. And
living the dream.
I said that was also the life cycle of Amy Winehouse.
Don't make fun of her. I have commemorative plates.
I know. Well, those are only valuable because she died.
No, that's true. Yeah. Everyone called me crazy, and now and
you bought them.
I sit high on the fat hog.
You bought them for 14 payments of $19.95.
Yes, but now it's quadrupled in value.
I wish I'd chosen a shittier, more deserving celebrity to use for that joke, because I actually have a great deal of sympathy and sadness for Miss Winehouse, given my own struggles of a similar nature, plus the fact that my family's Kekkei Genkai is alcoholism. But unfortunately, I couldn't pick a shittier person because Andy Dick keeps living through all his overdoses.
Damn it. Darn that dick.
Well, what y'all got going on? By the way, if you ever do another Dark Souls run, not another Dark Souls run, but a game where you just commit crimes and do awful things that has a character creator, you should make your character based on Andy Dick.
That's pretty funny.
If it's a
just
game,
call it dicking around.
If it's a game where the main character gets continually fucked up, then yes, I would agree.
We'll name him Andrew Cock.
Andrew Cock. Well, I mean, first off, we never stopped playing Dark Souls B-Rye. We're still playing.
Oh, no, I started watching last night. It's great.
Yes.
I am not even caught up on our own shit. That's how bad. That's how far behind
we are
I am.
still playing Dark Souls. We're just playing the Undertale mod, which is the entirety of Undertale, but has Billie Eilish in it.
That's awesome. I gathered that.
Tune into our Undertale playthrough every weekend this month. Woo!
It's on the same channel. You can't miss it.
You won't miss it. God damn it.
You're subscribed if you're listening, god damn it.
That's right. If you hit that bell, YouTube will knock on your door and point a gun at your head.
A goin.
Point a goin at your head.
Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Submit.
We won't even show you dead bodies in the suicide forest and disrespect them.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like that one YouTuber.
who everyone remembers because that just happened, right?
Yeah, Pro Jared. Dude, I'm not even subscribed to his fucking channel anymore. He's making videos again.
No!
Yeah, he looks horrible.
Oh, well, he didn't look good to begin with.
Yeah, well, now he looks even more Wraith-like.
I think it was the...
he looks more like a Grim Spectre.
The inimitable Ethan Klein said...
Aha!
I think it was him. It sounds like something he'd say, but he was like, Pro Jared broke up marriages, and that dude looks like Momo.
Like Momo from fucking Avatar?
No, that meme with that, like, everyone last year with the fucked up bird lady or whatever.
That mask.
It's true, he did break up marriages.
That's an awful time. And I met him. Mm-hmm. I met him, and it was real weird.
You shook his diddly hand.
I did not have to do that.
You shook this diddling arm.
The very arm he diddles with.
And then he went over to Holly, and she was like, "Have a holly jolly Christmas. I'ma go cheat on my hub."
Ugh.
So, to very quickly change the subject,
Please.
I have a question for the two of you.
No.
Is cement a mixture or a compound?
Cement?
Yes.
I think it's a mixture.
Okay. What do you think, Taylor?
Compound butter.
Okay. So I have a story for you two.
All right.
This happened last night
Oh, boy.
as I was leaving your house.
Okay.
Jen and I went to B. Ryan Liss's house for a lovely dinner party where we had chili.
Had a chili cook-off.
Yeah, chili cook-off.
And got yelled at by a boy.
Yeah, and got scratched because I harassed a cat. Who would have thought that would happen?
Yeah, geez, Ada, if you go over and poke him a bunch after his tail is flipping, and poke him and poke him and poke him and yell in his face, who would think that he might scratch your arm through your skeleton glove? Your skeleton fingerless gloves that you were wearing.
Yes, because I am the height of fashion. Well, anyway, right as we leave your door, there's a guy in like pajama pants standing in the street in front of your house, and in this really deep voice, he asks us that question.
That's my neighbor.
Okay.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's just standing there. He's like, "Oh, ladies, is cement a mixture or a compound?" And we're just like, "Excuse me." We're just like, a mixture. Get in the car, get in the car, get in the car right now.
Run him over! Run him over! He's gonna follow us if we don't run him over now!
And we both hopped in the car, and we looked behind him, and he was gone.
Wow!
Just, we're freaking out, like, what was that? What just happened? Was that like a sphinx or something? And we answered his question correctly? What if we were wrong?
It would have taken you to the underworld. Where crocodiles would have eaten your heart.
That's one of my neighbors. Mm-hmm. That's a known thing that happens in our community.
Okay.
Ironically, his name is Sphinx.
As long as it has an explanation, and this wasn't like some targeted distraction campaign to rob us or something.
No, it's nothing of the sort. I'll explain later, but he's a known. He's our neighbor.
Okay. That makes me a lot less afraid.
Yeah.
But that has now become the thing that Jen and I will just ask each other.
It makes a great story.
Like we're just sitting together and like I'm like, "Oh yeah, Jen, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. Is cement a mixture or a compound?"
Oh God, that's. Well, I have another Sphinx-like riddle for you. Mm-hmm. What's the difference between steampunk and dieselpunk?
That's easy.
Dieselpunk is, I guess, more like Mad Max.
Now, dieselpunk, I always thought was more like, I guess it could be Mad Max. I always regarded it as sort of like futuristic World War II army-ish kind of technology, where like everything is sort of within the imaginable bounds of that aesthetic.
Like TF2.
Yeah,
borderline.
Borderline. Yeah, that's borderline. Imagine everything as a high concept Jeep from World War II, and there you have dieselpunk. Except now give that old timey Jeep robot legs, and there you have dieselpunk. And steampunk is when you glue a bunch of Party City gears to your hat, And
because a hat needs gears.
Yeah, you glue it to your hat.
And goggles. You have to have goggles. Because
Yeah.
all the steam in your eyes.
Yeah, you gotta wear goggles to protect yourself from the steam, and then you wear a vaguely Victorian outfit with gears on it. Mm-hmm. And it pretty much is just put gears on you, and there is a steampunk cabin.
So you are exactly correct, Taylor. I learned recently the difference between steampunk and dieselpunk is basically exactly what you said. Steampunk is strictly Victorian in terms of the technology and the fashion and the aesthetic and style. Strictly Victorian, whereas dieselpunk is very similar but slightly more advanced. Like think if steampunk is like 1800s, dieselpunk is like early 1900s.
Yeah.
And World War I, World War II, that whole kind of deal, like you said.
Yeah.
And I learned the difference, and I thought that was interesting. I was on the Wikipedia article about all the different punk kinds.
Did you find out about solar punk?
There is solar punk. There's stone punk.
Like Stone Age?
Yeah, like Stone Age kind of shit. Like,
So Flintstones was the original
Stone punk. The original
You're
Stone
right.
punk.
Yabba do.
Where am I? What do you call?
Not just a vehicle to sell cigarettes, Barn.
What do you call codenamed Kids Next Door? Is that 2x4 punk?
That's Kid Punk.
Kid punk,
Kid
probably.
Punk. All right.
The
I was
Kid
originally
Rock's cousin.
I was originally going to have a half materialized intro that I had was going to be make a political joke about how Donald Trump thought Ed, Ed and Eddie was real, and that was based on his own childhood as a scam artist in his cul-de-sac with his two friends Don with two N's and Donnie.
Don and Donnie.
It was too stupid. It wasn't funny enough for me to fully flesh out into an actual bit. I was like, this is stupid, and I'm embarrassed for thinking of this.
It's fine.
One thing that is really cool, though, this is a good thing that Lissa and I found out about recently. All credit to discovering it goes to my wife.
My wife.
But there is a manga that she purchased recently, and which we've both been reading.
Called Bible Black.
No, it is not called that. And Steven and I found that when we were far too young in the discount anime bin at the GameStop.
Y'all had a fat stack of anime porn in your backpack.
We did. I've told the Bible Black story on here before.
Yeah.
I thought so. It was ages ago.
I just am amused by
It was just funny.
just Steve would be like, Mirai, this isn't an action anime.
Oh God, what did I get?
Ninja Scroll is
Ninja Scroll's another one that we found that way.
Yeah.
And it's like, Steve was like, wow, this has a surprising amount of not cool things in it.
it's because the main lady in the story has a poisoned Punarino.
She does.
She got a poison pussy.
Yeah, if you stick it in, you get stuck in the ground.
It's her P word.
That is literally a thing that exists in the movie Ninja Scroll.
And the exposition that the explanation therein is that she was as a ninja, her duty was the poison tester for the Lord, so she just like ate all his food to test it for poison, and was like so built up an immunity to had such an immunity to poison that her body was filled with remnant toxins from all the times she'd done that, and
like a dart frog.
Yeah, like a dart frog. And intimate contact or licking her or rubbing a dart on her skin would kill you. Not the rubbing a dart on your skin part.
Doesn't the movie start out with some sort of invincible rock man?
Yeah, Tessai the rock rapist.
Yeah. Yep, pretty much.
He's a rapist made of rock.
Okay, because I thought that he raped rocks.
He might also do that. He's a sick man. He has a giant sword. The only thing cool about him, because it ain't cool, if you rape somebody, you stop being cool, no matter what your abilities are. And his abilities would be cool if he didn't rape somebody, but he has a big old like double sword worth he's got like
Thanos?
Well, he has like Thanos, like the real life equivalent of a Darth Maul sword. That's his weapon, and he's has an invincible stone-like body, and he throws that sword at people because that's how you use a weapon like that, I suppose. You throw it at people.
Yeah, and it's been a very long time since I've seen Ninja Scroll, but I'm almost certain that movie pretty much starts out with a horrifying rape scene.
Yeah, and he basically fondles the lady and gets enough poison that his stone skin don't work anymore, and then the main guy, Jubei, is able to kill him.
Yeah, that's what happens. Okay. I forgot that someone else killed him. I kind of wish that he just died from the poison.
Well, he
serves you right.
If I recall correctly, he throws his boomerang blade, and it comes back on him, and Jubei tricks him into hitting himself with it, and he's not invincible. He doesn't have his stone skin anymore, so it straight up splits him in half like a log.
That was a weird movie.
That was a really weird movie. And the only part of it I like is when two bandits attack Jubei in the beginning because I like their aesthetic design-wise.
My favorite part about it is that they had a candy merchandise called Jujubeis. Anyway, B-Ray, you were talking about a manga.
Yeah, a good manga that's not full of rape.
No, good.
It's called
Goblin Slayer.
No.
Yeah, there's a reason I never got into that one.
Yeah, me
I heard
too.
about that. I was like, sounds like it's not for me.
I think I will look elsewhere for my fantasy violence.
Yeah.
I have lots of other sources to choose from that don't include that.
I read it, and it's actually really good if you ignore all that, but it's hard to ignore.
Is it all okay? This could be a case where it just happens in like the first episode.
It does.
Something. Okay.
It does.
Well, no. I mean, it only happens in the first episode, and then it's just not touched upon the rest of the time. It's just setting up a precedent to make the goblins scary for later. Which, again, you're using rape as a plot device, and that sucks. But like,
and this is why Elon Musk's afraid of them.
But if it keeps coming up, then I don't know.
I forget. I probably blocked out most of that stuff. I know it does come up a few times, but I don't think it ever happens as graphically as it does in that very first issue.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, I got a lot of other fucking mangas to check up on without
this
being
one.
to add Goblin Slayer. Yes. Tell us the manga finally.
It is called The Way of the House Husband.
Oh,
And it's fantastic.
I've heard of that. Yeah, it's the ex-Yakuza guy.
Ex-Yakuza guy who's a house husband now, and he's very dutiful and serious in his taking care of his wife, and it's just really, really cute, and it's fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
It's really funny. Like, that's the hardest I've heard Alyssa laugh in a really long time.
I'm down with that. I might catch up on that, waiting for One Piece and Beastars.
For anyone who has not heard of it, it is about, like Taylor said, is an ex-Yakuza badass who retires abruptly from the Yakuza to be a house husband. And he takes his gangster sensibilities into, like, accomplishing household chores. And at one point, he's like, you just see him talking to somebody. He's like, talking to someone while making tea or whatever and cleaning up. And he's like, so, you think you got the muscle required for this job? Well, you still gotta prove yourself to me. It's like the big boss is visiting soon, and everything's gotta be real clean when the big boss gets here. And if you think you can, you gotta prove that you can hack it. And he's talking to a Roomba that he's gonna have do the vacuuming for him. And the big boss in question is like this lady who's like the head of the HOA who's like coming over, and he like critiques the Roomba's performance and gangsta-esque terms, and it eventually fucks up and like scares the cat, and like the cat jumps on a plate and like a bottle of wine ends up smashing the Yakuza guy in the face. So he's covered in red liquid and there's smashed stuff everywhere, and he's sprawled on the floor of the hallway when the HOA lady opens the door and like sees him like that, and he looks up and his face is all like deeply shaded and there's red stuff everywhere. And he's like, boss, I messed up. She's like, ah!
That's awesome. Oh, that's wild.
Oh, it's great.
Anybody who's played Persona 5, this is basically just a manga about Iwai. You should be grateful. Except he doesn't have the fucking what do you call it? Fucking life water gecko. Or what? Help me out here. There was a
life water gecko.
Or it might not be life water. I forget. Sobi, that's the one.
Ripped from the pages of PlayStation Magazine, circa 2003 or 4.
If you look close, he has a weird Sobi gecko on his neck, and it's funny.
That is funny.
That was the chair.
Sure it was.
Oh, believe me, if it was real, you would know.
Yeah.
Mostly because it'd be like,
you would shout nothing and then run away.
Yeah. Yes, I remembered what I wanted to talk about.
His brain died for a moment, as it often does.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to throw this out there. There was a game, if you are like me and you played Mega Man X a whole bunch as a kid, I highly recommend a game that I found out about just last week. It's called 20XX, and it's great. Play it. It's basically a spiritual successor to Mega Man X. except it's got like roguelike elements and it's a lot of fun. And if you liked playing that game as a kid and are disappointed at Capcom for abandoning that beloved franchise, like I am, you should go and play it. Play it now! Also, no, seriously though, play it because the sequel is being developed right now. And so, give the developers throw them some cash. It's a cheap game.
Money.
I, meanwhile, have been playing Skyrim again, which is no surprise.
Fell off the wagon.
I fell off the wagon and I landed right back on the wagon. Hey, you're finally awake. Just kidding. I never start the game from there. No, but I actually modded Skyrim Special Edition. I swore I wouldn't, but I did. And I installed an element. It was actually really easy to do. I gotta say, like, the Nexus mod community...
Vortex is great.
It's great.
Yeah, wait.
They've come so fucking far.
That was the only thing holding you back? I could have told you that.
Well, no. I mean, it was just, like... When I modded Skyrim Vanilla, a.k.a. Old Rim... I just got to a point where I had so many mods installed that they weren't causing the game to crash or anything. It was just having to... like deal with their random spawns and their I just ended up like and just constantly setting and resetting their parameters and rules every time I started a new game. It just got to a point where I was like, you know what, like I'm fighting these mods and dealing with them more than I'm playing the game. So I want a simplified version of this, and to that effect, I mean, I still like my Skyrim Special Edition. I don't have that many mods installed, nor do I intend to get that many. I just wanted this one in particular.
Tell us your cool mod list. Bro. What's your load order, bro?
My load order, bro. I just have one called Electrogoop Combustion Freeze or something like that.
Electrogoop Combustion Freeze?
Yes.
That sounds like the new High C flavor.
Yeah, Electrogoop. Electrogoop, developed by Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh. Shove a
It's Gucci flavored.
Yeah. It's this one is scented like my taint. This candle, just light it and you can smell Gwen taint all day long. I don't understand it, man. Anyway.
I don't get it either. But anyhow,
let's talk about things the audience won't understand. So you got Electro Goop Freeze.
I got Electro Goop Freeze, which turns your character into Gwyneth Paltrow. No, it always bothered me in games, like Skyrim, when you kill an enemy with fire magic and then they fall over and look normal.
Yeah.
And they're not burned at all, despite the fact that you just burned them to death. So it adds a charred effect to people and animals that you kill with fire spells.
That's a clean burning bandit, I'll tell you what.
It truly is, I'll tell you what. Oh no, he used incinerate on me, Hank. I'm a skeleton now. You can actually select, if you have a mod controller, because I also had to install the Sky UI. The new Sky UI. And that allows you to have a mod configuration thing. And with that...
And wait, I never installed Sky UI because it looked like it was very centric towards people who use keyboard and mouse. Do you use keyboard and mouse?
Fuck no.
Oh, that's delightful.
No, I've never used that.
Whoa.
I used to use it with my controller.
Oh, that's
and it's
good.
fine. But it allows you to have mod configuration, and that allows me, with the mod that I'm talking about, to specify the degree to which people and animals are burned or frozen. And so I can have them just be slightly burned I can have them reduced to skeletons, I can have them completely vaporized to ash, and everything in between. And it's really fun to make a Kimberly-themed blow-up man.
Can you do it to the degree that you can order like a Papa John's pizza or something? You could just be like, oh yeah, we like half burnt and then half skeleton.
No, you can't do that. But
you can't get none pizza left beef?
None pizza left beef.
It's I think a Tumblr post where someone went on whatever website. Is it Domino's?
Yeah, I think it's Domino's.
Whatever Domino's lets you do, like the like really detailed customization with your pizza. Mm-hmm. So it's like all the ingredients.
So it's the Black Desert Online of pizza.
Yeah. So they just said no to everything. So like no sauce, no cheese. The only thing they got was beef on the left. and that's what they got. They got just like
a crust with beef on the left.
A giant crust with some little beef meatballs falling off.
Because there's nothing
to stick to.
And they delivered, goddammit.
Yep, they got none pizza left beef.
That's
I hope they called them afterwards and be like, yeah, I just got my pizza, none pizza left beef. Great job, you guys. Thank you.
There's nothing on it. I love it.
Yeah.
Completely inedible. Thank you.
The man who ordered it was Elon Musk. Who was high and had the munchies and had a very specific order.
So you got the Crispy Critter mod. What else you got? What else you packing in that order, boy?
That's all I got right now. I do have I have that one, and I have one that adds more blood. And I have, but that one actually, I didn't have to go through Nexus and Vortex to get. That one I got through the just the regular game mod. You know how like with Fallout 4 they had you could connect to like the Creation Club mods through the game menu.
Yeah, that's where I play. Keep in mind, Creation Club. Yes, there are mods you have to pay for, but a whole bunch of them are just free and made by decent creators who don't charge for their work. Which God bless them. God bless them. That's where I play. Where I got the Sim Settlements mod was on the Creation Club. But yeah, I guess Skyrim has that now too. Huh?
Skyrim Special Edition has that. And
that's cool.
So I used that, and I found one that just adds. It's called Enhanced Blood Textures, and it just adds more blood and causes blood pools to form below slain enemies. And
now, do they have a sliding scale of bloodiness? Like, can you adjust how much blood is in the game? Like, do they have like non-violent mode, and then like the top one is the night of all the blood?
The top one is Tarantino mode.
Yeah,
but that also adds a whole bunch of feet to the game. Anybody you kill, their like shoes and socks just fly off.
And it also makes a crescent moon look like his face. And you look up in the night sky, it's just old Quentin staring down at you.
Well, that's not very nice. Somebody fucking hit him with a baseball bat, and that's why his face looks like that.
It was a shovel.
It was a shovel?
I don't know.
Okay, cool, because I was lying too. Is
it Quentin Tarantino from that meme about like wandering around your friend's empty house or something?
Yeah.
Yes. I love that meme. Where it's just him like looking at various weird shit in a house and being like
by himself.
Yeah, it was like when you were alone at a friend's house.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one? Welcome to Frankenstein Control, where we talk about other people's memes.
You see that meme?
Yeah. Do you see that meme where it's like when you're at a friend's house and you have to use the shower, and then it just shows the title screen to Naked and Afraid?
I love that.
I had to do that when I was all of 7 years old, because I was at a buddy's birthday party, and we went to the Rainforest store of all places at the Annapolis Mall.
Oh my God, that was a thing that existed, huh?
Yeah, it ruled, and it played the boom do 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 music in there with the rain stick sounds.
What's
and shit.
that? It played doom 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 doom.
Sorry, that was a very discordant,
very niche joke.
Esoteric reference, sorry.
Yes. No, but we went there and we got him because they sold that there for some reason. That fart goop. You remember that fart goop from the 90s? You put it in the cup and you stick your hand in it and it goes...
Yeah, you finger fuck it and it just...
Otherwise known as a queef producer.
Yeah. Well, we got him some of that. And I always wore like a baseball cap when I was like in elementary school. Just like all the time. For some reason, I loved it. And some kid at the party, like one of my friends, took my hat off my head, threw the entire contents of that goop cup in there into my hat, and then slapped the hat back on my head. And I was forced to take a shower at his house to wash it out of my hair.
Yo, bro, you got punked.
And it was weird.
You got punked hardcore by a fart goop man.
That's a good one.
I had a lot of birthday parties where bad shit happened like that, where I went to, and in one of them I had to knock another boy unconscious with a backpack.
All I've ever had are girth day parties.
That's far funnier than it should be.
They don't.
I think about that word a lot and like giggle to myself like an idiot. I'm like sitting at my desk. I'm sitting at my desk working. And it's just like girth day party.
Just a girth day party is not when you celebrate every year, but when you celebrate every 10 to 20 pounds.
Yeah, I've celebrated a lot of girth days.
As I say, at all of Taylor's actual birthday parties his entire life, the number on the cake was not his age, but his waist size. That was your waist size. That's why you're like You're like 8 years old. It says 48 on the cake.
Are you kidding me? I'm 10 years younger than my waist size. I'm chubby. I'm working on it though. I bought weights. Tom Waits. He's my personal trainer. He gets me up in the morning and he's like,
says Taylor, work out. You gotta work out, man. Don't eat that Twinkie. Don't eat the Twinkie, boy.
It's a new diet plan. Tom Waits just harasses you not to eat anytime you try to eat something unhealthy.
Put that fucking taco down.
oh, it's like that. It's essentially a play-by-play of that video. You know that one where the guy is like, this big strong dude is like marching angrily into a fast food restaurant, and then there's this, apparently he's this dude's personal trainer. He goes up and sees this fat guy at the counter ordering food, and he's like, what the fuck, man? And I'm sorry, man, what the fuck? I told you can't be eating like this, man. The guy's like, I'm sorry, man. But then it's just like,
What the fuck, Taylor? Why are you eating the cheeseburger? You don't need to go to Taco Bell. You got food at home.
This episode of Frankenstein Control has been brought to you by the food at home. the Jenny Craig-esque boxed meals sold by Tom Waits. And with that, it's time to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Now even you know I am a menace. I hand you the secrets to save the entire human race and the entire universe.